Hi, it's Charlotte Heward with Refined Substance. We're here on the ground in Quebec City at the mining investment event. I'm here with Joanne Jobin, CEO and founder. It's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for being here.
So, firstly, what gap in the mining investment landscape did you set to fill when you organized this event?
So, prior to COVID and all through COVID, I've been talking to a lot of people about, why aren't Canadian companies seeking the investment community here in Canada? In particular, why do mining companies have to go to Denver or have to go to London? And it's a very expensive venture, as you know. Why aren't we doing this in our own backyard? We are conceivably the mining capital of the world. So why aren't we doing this here? And the more mining companies I spoke to and the more partners, such as in the early days with FEMO, Laurentian Bank that I spoke to, they were like, well, if you do something, we will support it. So our first one was in the Armory, just down the road from us. We had 47 companies, 230 people attend, delegates, of which 81 were investors. This year, we have 1,100 delegates, over 300 investors, and we have 164 mining companies. In that group, only 140 take one-on-ones.
Wow.
The others are here networking, or they're in the Explore Co Lounge behind us. So everybody's here for a purpose, and that is to meet and connect.
Right. Well, thank you. And so, when you're organizing this event, how do you curate the investor and company mix to make sure that there's meaningful capital connections?
So we've worked very, very hard. You can imagine that it's been an exercise in building more and more investors every year. I travel a lot. I go to the States. I connect investors. I do interviews like this, which is put out. First of all, the Americans started trickling in. Now, all of a sudden we've got the U.S. Ambassador Pete Hoekstra visiting us. We have the Japanese delegation. We have the Pakistani ambassador was here yesterday. We also have the French critical metals group that's here. So all of a sudden, we've really become on the map and we've become global. And more people are finding out about us. We have an investor list, 7,000 people. So when we get those responses, we make sure they're vetted and they come in the right.
So, with all of these different attendees, what does success look like during and after the event?
Well, during, it's mostly people with smiling faces. They're happy. I mean, I have a whole team of people. If people aren't happy or there's an issue, everyone's on the ground to deal with how can we help. And I think that the most complimentary thing we have about our team, everybody always says, you have a fantastic team. We're so helpful. Don't worry, tutorials before you get here, help when you're here on the ground. It's not our job to manage your calendar, but we're certainly going to help you if you're having a difficult, right? We wouldn't leave anybody like that. And I'm not coming at this I'm not a conference person. I'm a mining person who just happens to have a conference now. So success is everybody's up. And success for next year is making it bigger and better. Having more ideas like International Mining Week, which was a big kickoff this year. We have to more collaboration with more groups. The Pakistani government, for example, was like, we want to sponsor some next year. And that only happens when they come here and they see what we're doing. It's really hard to explain to somebody the whole process of one-on-one rooms because everybody's so used to being in a trade show. And this is definitely not a trade show.
Right. Yes. Well, I'm certainly happy. So thank you again for having us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is Charlotte Heward on the ground. We'll see you next time.